Hello, everybody, and welcome to theStream.tv. I'm your host, Jerri Manthey, and I am going to be interviewing some of the most amazing people that I could possibly think of interviewing from past seasons of Survivor on a very special episode of tonight's Survivor After Show. I'm going to be campaigning personally for my favorites for Survivor Second Chances. And next up is Jeff Varner. Jeff Varner! Yay,
hey,
Jeff!
Jerry, how you doing, baby? Good to see you. I feel like I should applaud right here.
I'm so excited to see you. Oh my gosh. You know, Jeff was voted out on day 21 of Survivor Australia, and Jeff and I got to play together for a little bit of time, and that's why I am personally endorsing you out there. Vote for Jeff Varner to get on Survivor Second Chances. Jeff is one of my top favorite picks. No lie. He deserves to go back. I was there when he got voted out, and he was one angry person. And now 15 years later, he has the chance to go back on a season and show everybody what he's capable of doing. So, Jeff, I gotta say, man, it is good to see your face again.
It's good to see you, too. And that introduction was so nice. You know I'm not paying you for this, right?
That's right, people. I'm doing it of my own accord. I believe in Jeff Varner. Go, Jeff Varner.
Thank you.
We had the chance to play the game together in Australia, and I know both of us totally regret not having that conversation while we were out there. So, which brings me to my first question for you. Now, in Australia, was there a specific moment in time that you could remember doing something that maybe was a slight misstep that you wish you could go back and do something differently? Tell me about that moment. I know you've been thinking about it.
Well, I wish I hadn't jumped off a pole for peanut butter. I mean, that's number one. Number two, I wish the night that we had merged for the first time, I had tried a little harder to get you to change your vote.
Oh my gosh.
That's a big one.
No,
that's a real big one.
I was ripe and ready to flip. I had no idea that you and Alicia were on the outs of your tribe. Not a clue. So keep your eye out for that this time.
So I own that. I take that on. That's my fault. I should have pushed that harder. Had that happened, we'd have gone so far, Jerry. You and I together, we would have done really well.
We would have been final too, Jeff. I'm sure of it. You know, the game has changed so much since when we both played, and there's immunity idols and like all kinds of Redemption Island, Exile Island, crazy stuff like that. What do you see as the most challenging part of this new game going into it? You know,
I think probably the most challenging part of the whole thing is that it's going to move quickly. You know, it was a little, you know, our game was slow back in the day. You've played it a lot, so you've kind of eased in to this whole new game that's existing today. For me, it's brand new. It's going to come out of the gate, I believe. Yep. So I'm anticipating feet hitting sand and game on, and I don't really know what that's going to be like. If I'm fortunate enough to be chosen to be part of this, I hope I am. But that's just probably the biggest thing I'm expecting to see right out of the gate, that this is going to be much faster, much more furious, much more strategic right out of the gate.
Absolutely. That is exactly the way it is now. And, you know, I just want to encourage you, when you land on that beach, because I know you will, just start playing the game immediately, because I want to see you go far this time.
Thank you, darling. I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best.
Okay, Jeff, I got to bring this up. I know it's kind of a controversial subject with you, but can we talk a little bit about Kimmy Kappenberg? You know,
why?
There's been 15 years worth of a grudge I know you're still holding on to, because we've had discussions about this, you and I. And there's an opportunity here where the two of you might play the game together again. So, I mean, have you guys talked at all in 15 years?
15 years is a long time. I think we did talk a little bit right after it's over with, and then maybe a year or so after that. But no, not really. I mean, Kimmy and I have grown apart. She moved to a different place. I moved to a different place. We used to be in New York together, so we ended up in different places. No, I haven't.
Okay, so
I've seen her. I saw her during casting, but I haven't actually spoken to her.
Are you having any feelings of trepidation that you're going to have to confront this thing with Kimmy? I mean, just for you viewers out there that didn't see season 2, Kimmy is basically the reason why Jeff got voted out of Survivor Australia, because back then there was a rule where if there was a tie at Tribal Council, the deciding factor in breaking that tie was past votes. This is something that doesn't even exist anymore. But Kimmy slipped at a challenge and said that Jeff got a vote, and we overheard it. And we knew that the first person we were going to vote out was Jeff. So now, Jeff, 15 years later, are you ready to get your revenge on Kimmy Kappenberg?
Oh, my God. I've dreamed of the day. Although Kimmy says it didn't happen that way, so she's backpedaling and denying that whole situation. So I'm expecting this to probably be something we deal with very quickly if we're in the same place. I hope she's on the other beach, possibly as far away as she can be, but we're going to end up together. You know how Survivor works. They're going to put us probably in the same pair of pants. It's
oh my
be
gosh.
Like that.
Well, you know what? I can personally say to all the viewers out there that want to vote, go to CBS.com and vote for both Jeff and Kimmy, because I personally want to see how that revenge battle is going to end up. And I have my money's on Jeff.
As it should be. As it should be.
Well, thank you so much,
hit
Jeff.
A woman, but I may strike her. I'm kidding.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for joining us here on theStream.tv. I miss you, and I cannot wait to see you on Survivor Second Chances, man. Get out there and vote, everybody.
Everybody go vote. Do it. You got 1 week left to vote. It's important. You got to do it. I've been waiting on this list for the longest time of any other dude waiting. So this is my time, and it's my time to do it.
That's right.
Please go vote for me.
And I'm Jerri Manthey, and I personally endorse Jeff Varner for Survivor Second Chances. Peace out.